Let's call Kevin Bello. Good morning, Mr. Bello.
Morning.
Give me a moment to pull up your file. I have two separate cases. We'll call case number 2616 first. All right, you were in front of Judge Hill back on June 10th, and we reset the case for today's dates to allow you the opportunity to see discovery, the police reports from the prosecutor's office on that case. I don't know whether you've received that yet. Have you received the police reports from them, the discovery?
I got the police reports. They're all false.
Wow, right from the start, you can already feel the frustration building. This isn't just a legal case to him, it's time, money, and dignity being drained. The court is speaking in calm, procedural language, but to him, it's all just delays.
Okay, so
I couldn't see the video from the police camera.
okay.
I don't know why. I mean,
Sometimes I think I've seen that they send a link.
To this day, I can't get that.
You weren't able to.
Right.
So it might be worthwhile having a follow-up conversation with them, because what you're saying to me is you don't agree with the facts that are in the police report, number one, and you couldn't review the video that you were hoping to be able to see, right?
Yeah.
So
But I also just want to, try and get this done.
and that's.
I got things to do. This is taking a lot of my time right now.
I understand, and that's part of the process. Obviously, when you get charged with a criminal offense, it can take some effort to get it resolved. All I can do at this stage is give you the options that you have. You haven't entered a plea to any charge. If you decide to plead guilty to the charge, then we would go forward with a guilty plea. But if you'd like to have a conversation with the prosecutor and have a follow-up conversation with them, you could do that this morning.
I honestly don't know what to do anymore, because this is just gonna take up more time waiting for a prosecutor. I'm not guilty. I'm innocent, and innocent. I don't know how else to say it to you guys. But I don't know what else to tell you, honestly, dude. I've been dealing with you guys for a lot, for unreasonable reasons, for false accusations. I just want to be done, man. Get the fuck out of here. Be done with you guys in my life. Continue with my life and my family, my kids. You guys have just gotten false accusations from people that don't even fucking know me. You guys take the charges, hammer me with them, and try and get money and 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 money off me every fucking time. I'm done with it. I'm fucking sick and tired of you guys. The police charged me with shit that I should not even got. I got my ass fucking handed.
This is what people don't understand about courtrooms. Not everyone who loses control is violent, some people are just exhausted. Whether he's guilty or not, he's clearly someone who feels unheard. And after years of being in the system, he no longer believes anyone will actually help him.
I'm not gonna lie, dude. I got my fucking company, my kids. I stood like this and let these people beat the shit out of me. I do not deserve anything of what you guys are giving me. I do not deserve any of these fucking charges. I got my fucking ass beat by 5 guys, and that's brawling? How is that brawling? They jumped me. That's all there is to it. That's the truth right there. I don't know what the fuck you guys gotta keep sorry for my language, what you guys gotta keep investigating for 3-4 fucking months.
So let me try to, and I want you to take a couple deep breaths if you don't.
Like, this is taking my time, man.
I understand.
Last time I came here, I lost work. I couldn't pay my rent because of that shit.
So can you pause for a moment so I can respond to what you said?
Well, at least you gave me time to talk, so thank you. You guys never give us fucking time to talk.
That moment right there, I got jumped by 5 guys and you're charging me? That's raw. If that's true, then this isn't just a legal fight. It's an identity crisis. He doesn't see himself as a defendant, he sees himself as a victim being treated like a criminal.
I want you to be able to be heard, and
I want this to be done. I didn't do nothing.
I understand what you're saying. I just want you to understand the judicial process.
I know the traditional process, and it's all bullshit.
It sounds like you don't understand the roles. Let me explain.
I do understand.
I don't have any.
I've been in the system since I was 13 years fucking old, dude.
All right.
You guys do not let me go.
Can I speak? I just want.
Go ahead.
We can both speak, but you got to let me talk too. Okay. I don't have any authority over the executive branch, which is the prosecutors and the police department. They may have decided that they think that there's a charge that they can prove against you. My job is to make sure that you have your fair rights addressed here in court. The only way we can do that in a fair way is for me to tell you about the charge that's been presented to you.
She does, right?
What's that?
She does.
To the judge here. Most judges would have snapped back or held him in contempt. But instead, he tries to de-escalate. You can tell he's balancing patience with authority. Clip 5. This is the saddest line. How much do you guys want?
She's the prosecutor.
Yeah, she should have that what you're saying, because I spoke to her last time.
She does have the ability to make decisions on how the prosecutor's office wants to proceed with the case. That's her.
I don't want to take time to talk to her on the outside.
You do
this now?
You want to talk? Well, there are other people in front of you, so she may not be able to meet with you this moment, but yes, you can have a conversation.
She has an offer from me. You said she has a case that she could file against me.
She doesn't have there's not an offer in the file.
So what's going to happen? Are we just going to reschedule this hearing again and go through the same
We
stuff?
don't need to reschedule it yet. You're here today. If you'd like to have a conversation with Ms. Keller, when it's your turn to speak with her, you'll have that opportunity. So there's other people who are waiting to see a prosecutor. You'll get a chance when it's your turn. Understand that she represents the government's interest. She represents the police department's view of the case. She's provided you the discovery. You all can have a conversation about it. If you decide that you do not want to enter any type of plea to the charge, which is perfectly within your rights.
I could pay you guys money. What do you guys want? How much do you guys want? I'll go pay that shit right now.
Not justice, that's surrender. He's not looking for fairness anymore. He's looking for escape. Clip 6. You can see both sides now. He's disrespectful, yes, but he's speaking from trauma. And the judge is trying to maintain control without shutting him down. This is a rare example of a courtroom where tension doesn't turn into...
That's not what I'm interested in. I'm interested...
I am, man, because I don't want to see you again. I don't want to see her again.
The charge is brawling. It's not that simple where someone just pays a fine and it's over. It may not be that simple.
There was a $50 fine on it.
No, that's the bond amount. That means if you had failed to appear, then you would have to post a bond of $50. That's different than a fine.
Man, I'll talk to her, man, because I'm just done with you guys, dude.
I need you to be patient with me because that's one of the charges.
I'm patient with you guys. You guys are never patient with me. The moment I do something dumb, you guys fucking put my ass locked up, get my ass charges. Never fucking patient. You never hear my side, so let's do this shit quick, man, and get it done with. I'm not trying to be rude, but you guys have taken so much fucking time of my life.
But you are being rude. You're deliberately cussing and you're...
Here's the twist. Instead of more punishment, the prosecutor actually offers a deferred prosecution. No plea. No jail. Just mediation. That's probably the first time in years he's been offered resolution instead of retaliation.
Not listening. Well,
you know,
everybody here.
Like you would get frustrated with someone else out here, and you can do what the fuck you want.
But I treat people with respect, and I expect you to do the same.
Well, I'm tired of you guys, man, because I didn't do nothing, and you guys are treating these other people that did harm me like fucking victims, like they're precious.
I've asked you a couple times to watch your language. I'm being pretty patient about it, but I want you to have a seat because if you said you wanted to speak with Ms. Keller. So if you can have a seat. When it's your turn to speak with her, you'll have the opportunity. And Ms. Keller, there are two charges that are pending. There's the brawling charge, and there's a second case that involves making unreasonable noise and use of fighting words. So the second case I haven't addressed yet with Mr. Bello.
Thank you, Your Honor. Is the second case more recent than the?
Yes. No, it's an older case, actually. So I can go through the history with you on that, but you'll just want to look at it and see what the status is for that older case.
And I just want to clarify, I know he was represented by Ms. Toline on an earlier case. Is that?
That case concluded.
Okay.
Yeah, we have not, he's not asked for public defender, but I want to make it clear, did Mr. Bello say, Mr. Bello, if you decide that you'd like the public defender to represent you, you can. I think he's saying he does not want the public defender to represent him. So you can have the conversation with Ms. Keller without counsel present. Yes, you do. So you can get him called. All right, Miss Keller, you're standing. Hang on a second, Mr. Lau. Miss Keller's standing, so she might have something to talk to us about.
Yeah, can we, Mr. Bell's trying to get to Cheyenne, so if we could call him up.
Yes, we can recall Mr. Bello.
Thank you, Your Honor. I've had a conversation with Mr. Bello this morning. There is a deferred prosecution offer in the file. The only affirmative condition is that he complete mediation with Mr. Martinez. This is the alleged other party for this charge. I've told Mr. Bello I want him to make a good faith effort to complete the mediation. If the mediation does not work out, the city is willing to dismiss this case, but I want to see a good faith effort that he tried to complete it. I don't know if the other party will complete it. I know it's a two-way street, but.
And is that Michael Martinez that would be expected to
That
participate?
would be Alejandro.
Alejandro, so different Martinez than I'm thinking of. Okay.
Yes, it's in the deferred prosecution.
Okay. So a deferred, and that's to the brawling charge in case number 2025-2616. So a deferred prosecution, Mr. Bellum, means that you don't have to plead guilty to anything. You're not pleading guilty to a charge.
That apology at the end? That wasn't forced compliance. That was relief. When people feel treated like humans, they act like humans. This is how courtroom justice should look: firm when needed, compassionate when possible.
Have you taken a position with respect to the fees associated with that, Ms. Keller?
Your Honor, given this situation, Mr. Bello has had to move. He's traveling a significant distance to see his kids. The city's gonna ask for a waiver of fines and fees.
Okay. So it's case number 2025-2616. There is a deferred prosecution offer in the file. The condition of the deferred prosecution is that you not, number one, not be charged anywhere in the next 3 months with a charge of a criminal offense that results in a guilty finding. And then the other condition is that you make a good faith effort to complete mediation through the Community Mediation and Resolution Center for the City of Boulder. So you'll be given their contact information. You're going to still have a quick meeting with Fernanda, who's our probation officer. She's going to give you the information for the community mediation folks. I don't get to decide what good faith effort means because I think you and Ms. Keller have had that conversation. But you're going to need to at least contact those folks and be willing to participate in a mediation. That's what you'd be expected to do. Based on the request from Ms. Keller, I'm going to waive the deferred prosecution fees associated with the case. And it might be worthwhile for some follow-up from the prosecutor's office with the mediators so that they're familiar with what your expectation is. I wouldn't want to get a letter back saying the person's failed to comply and then we have to address it.
I can reach out to them today and just give them a heads up.
That sounds great.
Yeah. Yeah, my sincere hope is that this will lead to a better living situation for everybody.
Okay, thank you for that, Ms. Keller. And then I want to just pull up the other case because there were two cases that were filed here. One is the older case. We didn't address that on the record, but I want to make sure that we have addressed it. This is case number 2024-2805. So back in June on that case, if you'll recall, you were in court. At that time, Mr. Bello, you pled guilty to a charge of making unreasonable noise. And I imposed fines and costs, suspended most of those fines and costs on the condition that there be no similar violations. I'm sorry, not making unreasonable noise and use of fighting words. And so there was a show cause order issued in that case. So I want to just check in with Ms. Keller on the show cause situation. It was scheduled for a show cause advisement for today's date. Obviously, the allegation was based on the new charge with the deferred prosecution. It's not technically resulting in conviction. So do you have a position with respect to how we should proceed on the old case?
Your Honor, since the new charge doesn't technically result in a conviction, I think the city should withdraw the show cause.
Okay, so there won't be any action taken on the other case. Thank you for that, Ms. Keller. I'll make a notation for our probation officer. CA withdraws motion for show cause. That case will remain open. Let's see, it a suspended sentence for 12 months, so it remains open. Well, at this point, it doesn't, because it was June 11th when you entered into that case last summer, and it was a 12-month suspended sentence. So my understanding would be that there would be no longer be any conditions at this juncture on that case because the 12-month suspended sentence has now been completed.
That makes sense to me.
Okay. So that case can close. So just one case will be open. We'll have you meet with Fernanda. She'll go over all of this with you. She's going to give you the contact information. I'm going to waive the deferred prosecution fee. And you'll have to contact community mediation to get go through the mediation process through the city. All right. Any questions for me?
No, sir, apologize.
Thank you.
Apologize. for my
Okay.
answer.
I know it's emotional.
Just-
Down to see Fernanda. Be polite with her, please. She doesn't.
I will.
be
You
hassled.
guys actually worked for me this time.
Well,